Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan DeLugo. Thank you so much for tuning in here. Wednesday, September 11th. Jaguars, rookie expectations versus the Browns. So we're going to do this every week where we take a look at what the rookies did the week before, what we can expect moving forward a little bit. And so very, very encouraging week one for the Jaguars rookies as a whole. No question about that. I was very impressed with the guys that were out there on the field. I really was. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to get into every single rookie. Talk about, again, what they did in week one against the Dolphins, what to expect moving forward. So if you enjoy the content here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop. Pick up some new Duval gear like the hat I'm wearing right now. Just dropped these. The Jax Varsity Snapback. genjag.com/shop. So Brian Thomas Jr., Jaguars first round pick. 4 targets, 4 receptions, a touchdown. Also drew a huge pass interference call down the field. So beyond just the numbers being impressive, right? 100% catch rate, drew a huge penalty, leading to a touchdown for the Jaguars offense. Caught a touchdown pass of his own. You look at what he was able to do. One-on-one with Jalen Ramsey. He's able to easily run by Jalen Ramsey in single coverage on a go ball. A ball that, if it was thrown a little bit better by Trevor Lawrence, probably Jalen Ramsey doesn't have a chance to catch up and interfere with the pass. But even as Lawrence delivered it, it really didn't give Ramsey much of a chance other than to try to interfere. And that's exactly what Ramsey did in a big way. And Brian Thomas Jr. still almost caught the ball. So that was awesome. You also saw him on just a little shallow cross. Easy read. Nobody really covering him underneath. That was nothing crazy. I think, any receiver in the league could make that one, but it was good to see the Jaguars utilizing him in different ways. You've got him on a go ball. You've got him on a shallow cross there. Easy throw and catch for Trevor Lawrence and Brian Thomas Jr. on that one. You also saw him on an out route. I thought that, route was good, throw was good, good catch. What was most impressive about this one was there's 2 defenders there after he catches the ball. He kind of gives a little bit of a hesitation, like he might try to keep going towards the outside, towards the boundary, but instead he flips his hips quickly, knifes up field, kind of splits the defenders and gets a few extra yards, gets towards that pylon, the first down marker. That was awesome. Again, just another really good sign. And then the kind of stick route down the field, just, get to the spot, turn around. Looked good. Looked very good. He was able to go down. It was a little bit of a low pass from Lawrence, I think intentionally. Go down, get the football. No issues. No issues catching the ball. No issues with physicality. No issues running routes. Being right place, right time, getting the toe-tapping touchdown in the end zone. Beautiful throw from Trevor Lawrence on kind of a deep over. I mean, geez. I don't know what else you want from Brian Thomas Jr. That was amazing. And, yeah, you could say, well, you want more targets. Yeah, I do. I think the Jaguars coaching staff kind of screwed the pooch in the fourth quarter, not throwing the football at all until the very end. They stopped doing anything under center in terms of throws. They stopped play action. I don't know what they were doing in the fourth quarter, but Brian Thomas Jr., it's obviously early. It's only one game, but you saw pretty much everything you wanted to see based off what you saw from him in college, with the ability to score touchdowns, get vertical, compete at the catch point, reliable hands. And then you saw a little bit more variance in his usage as well than you did at LSU. So this was just awesome performance. I think I've said awesome like 5 times now. I'm trying not to go overboard because it is 1 week, but he did a great job. Jags fans should be fired up about that one. Mason Smith, another player who I thought did a really good job. Jaguars defensive tackle, 2nd round pick, another LSU guy. Mason Smith was out there, played a lot of snaps. You consistently see he's explosive off the ball. He's powerful. You saw him pancake some offensive linemen. And you see the swim move. Consistently see the swim move. Now, to become dominant, you need to develop a counter, right? You've got the swim move down. It's a thing of beauty. He can land it really quick and get past you with his explosiveness, length, and quickness, and the fast hands with the swim move. If you can develop like a club or a swipe off of that to get past the next guy, then you're talking about a potentially dominant defensive lineman. As is, he's playing very good, stout, physical. He's still learning within this scheme, certainly. Learning the nuances of the NFL game. I think there was a couple moments where he still could have had a little bit better pad level, but overall, I thought that was greatly improved from his tape at LSU. Last year, in 2023, he was still coming off of the ACL. This year, it's been a long time removed from that injury. He's looking like he's taking to coaching really well from Ryan Nielsen and company. Again, you've got the swim move down. You've got the quickness, the length, the power. The Jags Trent Baalke might have cooked with that pick. I gave them immediate credit for trading down and drafting Brian Thomas Jr. But I candidly said, I thought Mason Smith, as much as you like the athlete and the profile and the person you're bringing in, and it's a great spot for him, I thought it was a bit of a reach. I thought it was one of those picks that could go either way. So far, it's looking like it's going in the right direction with Mason Smith in a big way. He drew 2 holding penalties. So those 2 first and second round rookies, great debuts. Jarian Jones, another great debut. Played primarily in the nickel type of position. And the Jaguars, they had a bunch of different looks defensively. He was super sticky in coverage. I'll tell you what. You can test him all day with a slot fade. He's got it on lock. At least against Miami's receivers. And he saw them in college. I know that. He's seen them, every practice against the Jaguars. Slot fade. But he defended Tyreek Hill on it beautifully early on. Beautifully early on in that football game. And didn't shy away from contact. He was physical. He was flying to the football. The one play where he had a missed tackle against Tyreek Hill, he was holding Tyreek Hill up. He had him by the ankle. He was holding him up. Antonio Johnson's got to finish that play instead of whiffing on the tackle. Sure, you could say Jarian Jones could have brought him down, but he was, in my opinion, doing his job. Antonio Johnson's got to come in and finish and not miss that tackle. So I thought Jarian Jones did really well in coverage, did really well in pursuit and support. Is he going to be playing outside more with Tyson Campbell's injury? I don't know, but these first 3 picks by the Jaguars so far, great early returns. Jordan Jefferson didn't play. Another LSU Tiger, defensive tackle. The Jaguars have a very deep interior defensive line rotation right now. Jordan Jefferson was not up for this one. I was thinking about, they do have a lot of guys up there on the defensive front, so they might just have several inactives every week. They had 3 guys inactive on the defensive line. Jefferson, Otomewo, and Jeremiah Ledbetter. I don't know if, against a Browns team that's a little bit more ground and pound, a little bit more physical, maybe Jordan Jefferson or one of these other guys is up for this game. We'll see. I thought maybe they didn't want to have too many big bodies on the interior of the defensive line because the Dolphins, they're not trying to test you up the gut. They're trying to kind of get away from the middle of the field, from the center of the field in terms of the way they run the ball. Obviously, they'll attack the middle of the field throwing it, but it's not their game to kind of allow defensive tackles, interior defensive linemen to have a massive impact. So I was wondering if maybe the Jaguars, that was just a matchup type of thing where they didn't want to have too many defensive tackles up. We'll see. Javon Foster, he's a way down on the depth chart tackle right now, so you're not expecting to see him much at all. DeAndre Prince, way down on the depth chart cornerback right now. Not expecting to see him much. Keelan Robinson, still dealing with the toe injury. He's on IR for the first 4 weeks at least. Cam Little, 53-yarder. Loved to see it. Loved to see it to end the half. That was awesome to see from Cam Little. Looked great. Didn't have a lot of opportunities in this one. Only the one field goal attempt, but nailed it from 53. This kid, 6th-round pick. He's been balling out. Miles Cole did not play a ton, but talked about it already. This is a guy, you saw the physicality, the length, playing tough physical football, covers ground really well. I think you continue to see his role expand potentially into the future. Like I said earlier, I mean, it's too early to judge this class as a whole right now. It absolutely is. But based off early returns, Trent Baalke absolutely cooked. I mean, this was like 3-star Michelin restaurant cooking with this draft. Early returns. You look like you have a star wide receiver. I mean, he was the best rookie receiver in the league this week. One of the better receivers in the league, period. Just based off of small sample size, 5 targets, including the pass interference. But yeah, that was awesome. Mason Smith looks like he's got it all. And if he just develops a little bit more with the technical side of things, he could be dominant. And Jarian Jones looks really good in the nickel already. Cam Little, your 6th-round pick, looking great. Miles Cole, your 7th-round pick, looking really solid. So, I mean, if those guys hit the way they look like they're hitting, anything else is just a bonus from this draft. So, yeah, kudos to you, Trent Baalke. Looks like you're cooking so far. Happy for you. You've dealt with a lot of flack from a lot of people, including myself, but this draft class, solid start, to say the very least. Really appreciate y'all tuning in. If you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You can also check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear, become a channel member here on YouTube. Y'all have a good one.